Modern Storage Unpacked. Let's go.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Modern Storage Unpacked, the podcast where we make space for what matters. I'm your host, Hannah.
I'm your co-host, Kaylee.
And we are going to be talking about Black Friday by the numbers and storage hacks for the holiday rush. I know a lot of people, me, myself at least, purchase a lot of your Christmas and holiday stuff during that Black Friday sales. Do you do that?
Yes, for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I do.
It's not just me. I feel like a lot of people do that,
Yeah.
you know, especially if it's a good sale, good deal. But also, it can be tough to hide those away from your kids, your husband, your roommates. So we're kind of going into just a little bit about Black Friday deals, how that's kind of changed, what's trending with that this year, and what to do with said items.
Yeah.
As well, where to store them. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that follow button so you don't miss out our weekly storage tips and fun stories. But Kaylee, I have to ask, what is your most memorable Black Friday shopping moment? I feel like everyone has to have one.
Yeah, I would probably say the first time that we woke up at 4:30 to get to the mall by 5:30.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of those Thanksgivings where we were with the family, and that was our plan after Thanksgiving. We were going to wake up super early. We were going to get there. And it was the first time that, like, as a younger child, because I wasn't old enough to drive then, I had money. So, like, in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm going to go get some great deals. Like, I'm getting all of my Christmas shopping done today. And, like, it was so much fun to, wake up that early. You're standing in line. We were at a mall in Tennessee. So it was, wrapped around.
Oh, I bet.
Wrapped around. And literally, like, as soon as you walk through the doors, because again, unless you're going through an actual store, one of the anchor stores on the mall, we were going through the main entrance of the mall, people running to their stores, like Spencer's or, Abercrombie and Fitch. Like, people are running. And to see that in, like, a 2-story mall where people are, like, running down the escalators, they're running downstairs, they're first in line as soon as they lift up the chain, they're there. It was insane.
It's like you get a trophy for being the first person in line. Everybody fights for that title.
And those Victoria's Secret videos, those are no joke.
Oh god.
And seeing that in person, it's just, there's nothing like it. I feel sorry for kids nowadays who don't get to experience
it. I was going to say, so I'm sure you know that Black Friday, it just isn't like it was back in the day, I found this out, I think this was like 2 years ago. My TV broke in my living room, broke the Monday of the Black Friday. What better time than I can go to the store, get myself a TV. I just didn't know that Black Friday just wasn't like a big in-person thing anymore. I literally set my alarm for 4 or 5 in the morning, and I wake up super early, drag my boyfriend out of bed. We're going to Walmart. I'm like ready. I'm like, I'm going to punch somebody for a TV.
Yeah, you're ready.
Like, I'm just excited. We're the only people in Walmart. There was like no one there. And I was like, this is like, it took the thrill and the excitement almost out of it. But it's pretty much mostly online. Anyways, we're going to kind of break down a little bit of the numbers to you guys. We actually did see a huge online spike, the past few years. So that's going to definitely be in there too. But some fun little stats that we can share is the average American actually spends around $450 to $500 on Black Friday gifts. Would you say that's about accurate?
I would say that that's pretty accurate, especially if you're going into this getting those Christmas gifts or getting those items that, you've been thinking about for a while. $400 to $500.
Kind of sounds about right. Yeah. Same. They're predicting this year that their online sales for all of Black Friday is going to be over $14 billion just in online sales. That's a lot of money.
I can see that, though, especially with the retailers pushing online sales versus in-store. I could just see it. And again, it is more convenient for me to add to cart than it is for me to add to my physical cart because I can physically see it and I'm physically adding it up versus, I think, digital, so much easier to just add it.
And it just comes straight to your door.
Yeah. Don't even think about it.
There was obviously record-breaking online sales. So $10.8 billion in U.S. online sales in 2024. It made a 10.2% increase from the last year. So there was just a 10% increase, even just the last year of online sales. So they're predicting, more increase this year, which, makes sense. Makes sense. Everything's kind of going online nowadays. Now, is the deals actually worth it? That's where, I feel like a lot of places mark up the pricing and then put, to put the sale on to like make it about the same price. Because you know what? I've seen Prime do that.
Yes. Listen, I can go into this.
You do? Yeah. I screenshot things before, and then because you can't tell unless you have proof.
Or what I hate the most is that it's like originally the price was like $45, and today's price is like $39.95. It's like, oh wow, that's such a great deal. And that's just kind of more playing with visuals and making you feel like you're getting
a good deal, then it feels like exciting to you. And I feel like that was the whole rush of Black Friday. Obviously, it's what it's all about. As far as like in store, the shopping trends, so there was 87.3 million Americans shopped online, while only 81.7 million shopped in the store.
Interesting. I do feel like more people are doing in store. I think like last year, I feel like more people actually got out.
I think some places have started doing a thing where it's like only certain things are available in store, like doorbuster, whatever, mind you, which is a good way to get people in. Obviously, the most popular Black Friday items that people do shop for being like your electronics or toys or clothes, beauty products or kitchen appliances and things like that, those big ticket items. But kind of after sharing all that, going into how to hide that holiday haul, because I've been there and I know the struggle.
I feel like that's the hardest part, especially if you tend to buy big items. Trying to figure out where you're going to put those, especially as like, again, I think back to whenever I was younger and like shopping for family members, and I didn't own the house. I just had my bedroom. Yeah. I remember trying to stuff things under my bed, like hide it in the closets, like just hoping like, give me time. I still need to wrap all of this.
Yeah. Especially for those like online shoppers when things just come straight to your door. You don't know what the box is going to look like. Is it in its own box? Is it like have just the whole display? Like,
sometimes there are descriptions on the box where it says, maybe the product and the color.
Yeah. And
it'll say like a color if it's like black, white, or brown. You can, and then again, it kind of gives it away of what you got someone. And again, sometimes it does, even if you're ordering from Amazon, it comes in its original package with the logo, with a picture of what happened to my friend
last year. She bought her daughter, it was like a new like Barbie playhouse, one of those massive ones, and it came in the massive box with just the photo of what it was, and she comes out she knew. So you can't really at that point, you just gotta give it to her, man.
What are you supposed to do then?
But hiding your gifts will be a full-time job starting from this point. And obviously we're going to say you can get a storage unit.
A lot of storage facilities do offer month to month. If you bought in Black Friday, that's this month in November, and you need it, full on December, heck, that is an exact month. You just needed enough time to put it under the tree.
Pretty much. And then also, like, if you're doing a lot of like online shopping, like, I do, at least with us at Modern Storage, we have package acceptance where we could accept packages on your behalf. So they don't even have to come to your house. You get to avoid all of that, which is really awesome. And we have the climate controlled units, which is perfect for keeping everything in pristine condition. Beauty products, obviously, electronics. Make sure you put those in that climate unit, or perishable items, of course.
Oh, for sure. And again, labeling them. So if you have multiple kids, multiple family members, maybe you're getting all of these packages, and maybe you want to go ahead and, separate them. Say, this is for like little Billy and this is for little Janie. So you can just go in and easily start wrapping. And, if you're very much color coded in your wrapping, or certain siblings have certain colors.
Also, bonus, you can also turn your storage unit into a wrapping station. No kids will bother you. You don't have to worry about them knocking on your door. If your door is actually locked, you can actually wrap in peace. Yep. And I know me, if I start wrapping things, I'll forget what the heck I just wrapped. And it's nice to have that focus and that time.
Oh, yeah. And again, that is all within like the storage unit that you are renting during that whole entire month. So the way that you utilize it, the way that you want to hide gifts, if you want a full on wrapping station, have friends come to your storage unit and let them bring some of their gifts. Have a whole entire wrapping party.
Split up the bill with everyone.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And
actually
again,
really not a bad idea.
Again, the whole package acceptance, I feel like
think
that's a
alone.
shoe-in. Yeah,
Right,
that would
just
be
so things
so
don't
easy.
come, no matter how they come. They don't come to your door. But also, if you don't have a storage unit, obviously, we're going to share some tips with you on that. If you don't want to get one or can't get one, obviously got to be creative. Find some good hiding spots around your home, like under beds, attic, garage. Do be careful with the attic and garage about things that should be in a temperature controlled environment, like your electronics and stuff like that. Like 2-3 years ago, I hid my son's, I wrapped him in everything. It was the night before Christmas. I hid him. I was like, he's not going to open the laundry room doors, like on my washer and dryer. Sure enough, this dude opens the like, why? I don't know. He just opens it. Mom, look, I got my present. I'm like, oh my gosh. So like, I really personally just don't think any place is really safe that, they can easily get to or just open a door.
Follow-up question.
Yeah.
Where would you try to hide presents now? Like in your current apartment? And for our viewers, where would you try to hide your Christmas presents?
So if it's not like an electronic, something that would go bad, I do have that. There's like a storage unit that's on the balcony that's connected to it, and it has like a lock, like I can lock it. So no matter what, he couldn't open the door without me. But if it's an electronic, I probably couldn't do that. If I couldn't, I would probably on a really, really tall shelf, like up in them like closets, and then just put like blankets over it. He can't reach that,
Oh yeah.
That place is built for like a 10-foot person. Everything is so tall. I need a step ladder myself, So.
Yeah. So again, you can get really creative with trying to find
where they
places.
Can't reach.
Yeah. I feel like where they can't reach, maybe where they never open, into, again, even like wrapping it in blankets or like throwing things over the stuff that nobody would touch.
What's the craziest hiding spot that you've ever used?
I think of that episode of Friends whenever they're trying to figure out the gifts and Monica hides them really well. I do feel like I would be really good at that.
You'd forget where you hid it?
Yes. It would be to the point where I would have no idea where I hid this. I mean, I already have that issue with just items. Household items. Yeah. But I mean, I would probably say in my current living situation, it would go in my closet because there is just I have so many clothes and shoes and things that I could easily stuff things in there. And there would be no reason why anyone would want to go in there.
I think I stopped at that the laundry room because my son knows the month of December there has to be some sort of gifts around. Yeah, so I quit. They go to my office. They go to my work, and I do it all there. I get things delivered there. We would love to hear y'all's craziest experience of Black Fridays or like hiding gifts, your crazy stories. So definitely DM us. Stay organized, hide your gifts like a pro, and have a happy Black Friday.
That's a wrap for this episode of Modern Storage Unpacked. Thanks for listening. Be sure to subscribe. See you next time.